Okay, we are live. So, welcome to the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. Are we on? What? Okay, we're going. So this is an exceptional show today because we are coming live from Nigeria here on our Barriers and Breakthroughs show. This is for a really great experience because Funmi Ajara and I met at the UN in March. And I know God puts us in people's paths for a reason. So I hope you guys are excited to get to know what she does and that you think about how you can help people that need your help and do something good for someone else. So the purpose of the Barriers and Breakthrough Show is to learn how to overcome your barriers and have breakthroughs. And these people will share great things with you. So welcome, Funmi Ajara, all the way from Nigeria, right? Are we here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! Okay, so are you in Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria, right?
Yes. I'm in
Okay.
Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. It's past midnight here. It's raining. The weather is beautiful, and I'm just glad to be on the Barriers and Breakthrough show.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us and staying up late and sacrificing your sleep. So when I met you at the UN, I just felt something was really special about you, and especially the work that you do to help women in Africa, in Nigeria specifically. And so I'm excited for you to share because we women need to stick together to help each other so our families can be strong and we can help our kids be the future leaders of the future generation. So tell
Yes.
me a little bit about the name of your organization is Helpline Foundation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what Helpline does.
Okay. Helpline Foundation for the Needy Abuja has been working with women and vulnerable young girls and children in local communities around the north central part of Nigeria for the past 17 years.
Wow. Great. So exactly.
Concerns itself
Yeah.
and is passionate. Yes, the foundation is passionate about the welfare of women and girls, basically. And we have a lot of projects to this effect. Notably is the Girls Realize Your Potential projects that we do. And then also the non-profit revolving loan scheme that we held an event for and you attended. It's basically a non-profit microlending scheme where vulnerable women who ordinarily would not have access to funds or resources to start a business or grow an existing business are put in clusters of 20 before the connection is going in. Okay, they invest it in a business and then make monthly repayments without interest.
That's awesome.
This for a few years now, and the impact it's making in the communities is really encouraging and inspiring.
Wow. So if you can hear me well enough, you cut out a little bit, but explain a little bit about what kind of loan amounts do they get and what kind of businesses does it help them start or improve on?
Okay, Helpline Foundation puts money. The founder of the foundation designed this program in such a way that 20 women from within a particular community are grouped into a cluster.
Okay.
And then we put in for a start 400,000 naira, which is disbursed at 20,000 naira each. By the way, 20,000 naira is just 20,000 naira is about 20,000 is about is just a little bit above $50.
$50. Okay, that was my question. So thank you. That's good. So 20,000
Just
is
a little,
$50. Okay.
yes, about $50.
Okay.
And so each of these women get 20,000 and they are expected to pay back over a period of 12 months. That is 1 year.
Okay. Wow.
For yes, small businesses like purchasing crops, purchasing food products from the farms, and moving it to the farmers market, moving it to the market to resell. We
Okay.
have we have some other beneficiaries who sell snacks, food. They have put that business and that money into that business. We have some others who are into hairdressing. We have tailoring, that's in the fashion industry, tailoring. We have those who operate grinding mills.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we have
Wow.
those traders who trade in petty groceries. Groceries. We
Yeah.
have grocery traders. We have quite a lot of them. We have well, most of them are just in the micro business sector,
Sure, a small business. So
small business. Yes.
what's amazing to me though is how, I mean, I think the power of microlending is so important, especially for us in the United States and the other nations, where $50 is not a lot of money for us to give, but for somebody in Nigeria, $50 can mean supporting their family. And so I think it's a great way for us to be able to help. It's not like getting a $10,000, $15,000 contribution to somebody, although that would be amazing for your organization. I know that would help so many people. So people out there that want to help, you don't have to give very much, but it can really help someone in their entire family or in the
Yes.
community, right?
Yes, yes. I like
Yeah.
what you just said because this is like the bedrock. The statement you just made is the bedrock on which Helpline Foundation is built on. The founder and the president of the organization, Dr. Juma Amadu, you remember her. She has this saying and she always says it. She always says, nobody is too poor to give and nothing is too small to give. And that has been our principle because to a lot of people, especially in the United States, $50 may seem small, but
Yeah.
the impact it can make on a life. I always like to share the story of a community in the outskirts of Abuja. Somebody found her. She was going to commit suicide.
Oh,
She
wow.
was literally, yes, she was going to hang herself on a tree, something. And then
Wow.
passers-by saw her and rescued her.
Wow.
To it. When we got to her, spoke with her, upon intervening, we realized that the reason why she was committing suicide was because first, she's a mother of 6. She had lost her husband, who the husband had borrowed money from one of these financial institutions at a very high interest rate.
Right. You know
He
what we
used
call
the money.
those? They're loan sharks. Those are called loan sharks,
Yes,
where it's
exactly,
not helpful.
exactly. From
Yeah.
one of his loan sharks, yes. And
Yeah.
the interest rate was so high. He used the money to purchase a motorbike, which can be used for commercial purposes. And that was what he was doing. But unfortunately, less than 2 months into the business, he was attacked by armed robbers who um who snatched the motorbike from him and left him bruised and injured.
Oh, wow.
After a few weeks in the hospital, liable to this money. The whole frustration set in, depression set in, because there was no way she would pay the interest that was already accumulating from the loan sharks, and all of that. So she was fortunate enough, she was rescued, she didn't commit suicide. And then when we reached out to her, we were able to help liquidate the loan. And then we set her up in one of the clusters. And Rachel, I can tell you she's doing amazingly well today. She has been able to start a wood selling business, and she caters for her children, with the little that she gets from that business. They are not perfectly okay, but she's not suicidal anymore. For whatever that's like, saving one other life.
Well, not just her, but what about our children? And what about our children's children? It's so powerful. Like, that's like the best story I've heard in a long time. That's incredible. Like, it gives me the chills. Like,
yes.
Wow, that is so powerful. Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, and that's how much impact that little things like this can make in local communities.
Right.
Among these women, a lot of them are widows. A lot of them, of course, they are not as educated as they don't have the basic standard of education. Right. So what we also try to do with the non-profit revolving loan scheme is to build their capacity. We hold trainings for them. They have monthly meetings. So every quarter we try to send out facilitators to each cluster to talk to them about basic financial management. We teach them to cultivate the habit of saving. We encourage them to save. We talk to them about their health, and then we also encourage and support them to put their children in schools, because we believe also that no matter what the situation, they have the responsibility to ensure that their children, which are these children are the next generation, they have a responsibility to ensure that these children do not find themselves in the same situation. So we try to make sure that their children are in school. A lot of these children are on scholarship from the Helpline Foundation, of course.
Wow. So you know what's so great about your organization is the things that you're doing are incredible. I was at the UN and I brought up microfinancing or microlending to a panel. It was a Swedish panel or something. I don't know what it was, but there was a lady in there that said, microfinancing doesn't work because they're supposed to help educate and they don't ever do that. But look, exactly what your foundation is doing. You are giving the education to make it work, and it's successful. It's so powerful. Also, the way it's organized, if you have 20 women together, that's like creating a team, and women that help each other, stick together, they're even more powerful when they're working together instead of one person trying to do it all on their own. The, collaboration of several women with their talents that they might have and the different abilities that they have, sharing them with each other, that I can just see how that would be so powerful, I hope you heard me.
Yeah, Rachel. And you see, that's what we're doing. Yes, that's what we're doing at Helpline Foundation. Microlending works if it is well structured.
Yeah.
And with the way, yes, and with the structure that we have on ground, just like you said, we put the women together in a cluster, which is a community. So we're building, we're helping build. We're helping maximize their potential, bringing out the power in community. In this community, I need to talk about this. The unique thing about this scheme we run is that every month a new member is added. Okay. A new member is added. Not because we are injecting fresh money into that cluster.
Okay.
But because the money that is being refunded, the 2,000 naira that they get to refund monthly, when 20 people returns 2,000 naira, you know that is 24,000. And so they take 20,000 out of it and empower another new member into that community. Now,
Wow.
in each community, yes, in each community, you have more women because Nigeria, we have a very large population. So you have
Right.
more women who are waiting to be
To
empowered, to
be
be
included.
inaugurated into
Yeah.
that community. So, yes, so the women serve as a watchdog to ensure that those who are have already got money, because if they mismanage it, they'll be unable to repay and the new members will not get anything. So they serve as watchdog. And then also they help build each other's businesses. If I'm a member of a community, I will patronize the woman in my community because I want her business to grow. I want her to be able to make her repayments so that I can get empowered too. So, it's really, it's beyond just the micro lending. It's building a community of women supporting each other. We're
Right.
building a community of had in the past and are ready to ensure that their children brave the odds. We're building a community of women who see beyond their present circumstance. You understand? We're reducing the rate of depression in the communities.
Right. And
From
you're
I'm sure at the UN, if you remember when we showed the videos, I don't know if you
I was
noticed
there. Yeah, in
when
your
we
group.
started,
Yeah.
if you saw the pictures, yeah, if you saw the pictures of the women at the initial stage, come on, just compare it to what they look like now. You can even see from their outward appearance that they were looking better, not because they
Smiling.
have more money, yes,
Yeah,
but
they're more
because whatever
confident.
was.
Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of them were depressed before they became members, but because of all the benefits of being a member of a cluster, depression, um, they get
Yeah,
they're not
anxiety,
depressed anymore,
stress.
and they're given a new lease of life. They have hope that
Hope.
okay, things can get better, and so
That is so
yes.
awesome. And you can see the hope in their eyes. So, one thing that really impressed me is a lot of the pictures you sent me, you had your children with you. And so on my Facebook post, I put, do you want your children to be future leaders, of the future
I
generation? Because look what you're teaching your children as well. I mean, that is so powerful. In fact, I wanted to put some pictures up right quick if we can. Let's put some pictures up of your foundation. I think we have the one of you on the microphone, like rallying everybody. I saw a whole big thing
okay.
of rice. So is that kind of separate from the micro lending?
Yes, like
Uh-huh.
like I said earlier, Helpline Foundation is passionate about helping women and vulnerable women and children maximize their God-given potentials. The picture where I was holding the microphone, I think that was in our rally to celebrate the International Women Day 2019.
Oh,
And
okay.
what we do, yes,
You can put
what
some
we
of the
do
pictures
at
up.
Helpline Foundation is because we know that the challenges in the society cannot be solved by the government alone, neither can it be solved by one organization or individual. So
Right.
we try to reach out to friends, we reach out to colleagues, we reach out to acquaintances, people we meet. We just basically try to encourage people to do more to give back to the society. People who are in a better place.
Yeah. I mean, why don't we all have that kind of attitude, to help our neighbors and reach out? And that's what I really love
Um,
about your organization is how you help so many people and it doesn't take very much to help. So I want people here to be able to see that they can contribute a small amount and make a huge difference over there. So
yes.
also, yeah, I want to put up a picture of your family right quick. You and your husband, and then you have a daughter and a son.
Yes.
15.
Yes, my in a few months. We're just trying to imbibe the culture of giving back to the community in them. It was Christmas Day, and Christmas is supposed to be for just your close family, spend time, having fun, and enjoying yourself. But we thought it was important that they spend the day with children who less privileged children. By the way, the kids you see there are mostly displaced by the insurgency, by the Boko Haram insurgency that, by God's grace, been has been reduced drastically.
Can you
But
explain
some of
that?
those children have lost their parents; they are
Okay.
unable to go back to their original communities. So we still have a lot of Christmas with them.
Okay.
The children
Can
got
you
to
explain
learn
the
that
insurgency right quick? Because you cut out a little bit. So what's happening there? Because I'm sorry, I'm not up on that. But fill us in about what's happening and how they is it fighting, I guess, and they've killed people in communities, or what's happened?
a few for about 5 years, for over 5 years, a particular region, the northeastern part of Nigeria, had been ravaged by fightings by insurgent groups, basically attacking communities, killing, maiming, and kidnapping. So
So like
a lot
terrorists,
of people.
kind of.
Yes, terrorists, basically. Yes, they are terrorists. But the good thing is, to a large extent, they've
Stopped.
been dislodged. Yes,
Okay.
and so peace has turned to those communities. But you know that post-conflict reconstruction, post-conflict peace building is something. It takes just a few years to destroy a community, really, but it takes a long time. So, some of those children you see, some of those women you see are displaced, and they can't go back to their homes anytime soon
No place
because
to
there is
go.
nothing to go back to. The government is trying its best to see how it can help rebuild these communities, but really the resources are not just enough to help them settle back in soon. So they are at the mercy of a lot of international aid organizations, and also that's why you still see them in IDP camps.
Wow.
Basically, the insurgency has peace has been restored to a large extent, even though we still have a few communities in the far northeast under attack. We're hoping that by God's grace, everything will return to normal.
Right. So these children, do they go into foster homes, or do they go into like shelters or something where are their if they don't have any parents, what happens to these children? What happens?
Yes, we um we have government regulated care. We have government regulated foster, not exactly the kind of foster home system you have in the US, and I believe that's because the government is being careful to ensure that people don't take advantage of these children.
Right.
They have to be wary of child traffickers and
Right.
women traffickers who take advantage of
Exactly.
conflicts such as these to traffic them to parts of Europe and all of that. So as an NGO, what we try to do is to support the IDP camps with we support them with relief material, and we also provide scholarship to put some of the children in school. We don't run a shelter where they can stay, but we try to ensure that they are in school. We contribute to their education, and then we also help provide mentorship to the children.
So yeah, so help from here, people there, I found out a couple months ago when I went to a school district meeting here in Pearland that Houston, where we live, is the number one human trafficking place in the whole entire United States. So I know a little bit about human trafficking just from them helping us be aware of it as parents, and they taught it to children. So, but we don't have the insurgency and problems, that and poverty as well that you guys struggle with. And so I just, people here worrying about who's winning the next basketball game or football game or baseball game, or we can give. I think we need to share and give and help people. So I'm hoping that's what we can do to help your foundation. So
yes, I
go ahead.
Yeah, I hope we can get some help because really some of these children.
Are we still on? Okay, good.
They are more concerned about the next meal. They are more concerned about the next meal, and they really don't care who wins the next game.
Yeah, I know those basic things are so. I mean, that's your primary needs that you have to have, and so I want my children also to experience that. I would love to take them over to Nigeria or places for them in third world countries to see, so they appreciate what they have here and that they want to give and help build communities. Like you said, those principles of building a team, women working together, those same principles can be used here if people use their creativity and support, in businesses. There's business networking opportunities. But if somebody really wants to make a huge difference, I just really think they could contribute to your organization, and you guys I feel, are doing it the right way and really make a big difference, So, did you hear me?
Yes,
Oh, good.
I I I really wish I can say everything that Helpline Foundation does, but Helpline to people. I can't share everything we do, but you can always check
Right.
Our websites. We
Right.
always try to upload pictures and
Things that you're doing.
information.
Yeah.
Yes, I wish you can just look up our website, Helpline Foundation .org.ng. You'll see a lot more of the things we do.
Yeah. One thing. So tell me. So we put pictures up of your family, of your husband and you and your kids. We did. Okay. Tell me a little bit about like how you got involved. A little bit about some barriers, that you've had and breakthroughs that maybe why did you do this and how has it helped benefit you and your family? Do you have any special stories?
Yeah. For me, I was born into a not so average Nigerian family. We When I was born, we were not poor, we were not rich either. We're just middle class.
Yeah.
But at some point, when I was just about going into high school,
Mm-hmm.
my dad, who was the sole breadwinner back then, um, lost his job literally, and it was a really tough time for us.
Okay.
And my mom had to take up a lot of responsibilities, and then later on, my dad fell sick and passed. And then when I sit down and reflect on all the struggles that we had to go through as a family and as a person, I just realized that you don't need to have so much to make a difference in somebody's life. you know.
That's really true.
And I just needed somewhere to channel my gratitude to for where God has helped me to get to. With determination and hard work with the support of my husband. I have a master's degree, and so I'm just so grateful for how far I have come despite all of the challenges. I needed a place to channel all that gratitude to. And then I was lucky, I was fortunate I'm lucky to meet the president of Helpline Foundation, Dr. Juma Amadu, who herself had a rough time growing up as a child. She grew up in a very remote village here in Nigeria, and as a woman, even having access to education, and all of that, it's not an easy thing. And today she has a PhD, and she just felt that really, if body, I just saw myself, oh, this is something I understand. I understand where she's coming from because I've been through what she has gone through, and I'm here today. So I don't have to be rich to make a difference. I can be a part of this organization. And
Wow.
In 7 years that I've devoted time to volunteering and helping at Helpline Foundation, it's really been a rewarding experience because when you see a life being saved, when you see a life being changed and transformed, it's just so rewarding. Really, it's really rewarding, and that's where all of this comes from.
That's so great. I love that story you shared with me because this is what I see. I see somebody like you that's made, you've had a barrier put in front of you, and you just step on it like it's a stepping stone, and you keep moving up, and you've used that to launch you forward because you made a choice that it's gonna
Yes.
you're not gonna be beaten down. You're not gonna let it beat you down. You're gonna learn from it, and then you're grateful for it, and so you want to give back because you're grateful for that. And so, if we have that attitude here, kids that don't, do well maybe in a test at school, like they just need to try again, keep trying. A lot of kids just don't even want to they don't even want to go on to school, and take it for granted when you have that president of Helpline, I forgot her name, that's gotten a PhD.
Dr. Jumai.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm really inspired by that. So you've made a good choice, and you continue to help those around you, and use your knowledge and education to inspire others and help others. So what goes around comes around. That's what I believe. So, and you keep giving, so you'll be blessed for that. So how can people help if they want to? What can they do?
Like we always say at Helpline, nothing is too small to give, and nobody is too poor to give. You can volunteer your time, you can volunteer your money, just your little snack money. I come to the United States, and then when I have to buy a donut for $7, I go, wow, this is a lot of money in Nigeria. But on our website, helplinefoundation.org.ng, you can donate. And you can also volunteer your time to come down in the summer or something to just inspire vulnerable women and young people here. You don't even have to travel down. Like I said, we also have the Girls Realize Your Potential project. It's a project where we identify vulnerable young girls in public schools. Okay. And communities, girls of school age who are not in school. We identify them and then we try to mentor them. So sometimes just a note, a letter from you to a
Like a pen
customized letter
pal.
to a young girl. Yes,
Yeah. On Facebook, on Instagram, like it,
will go along with what she's going through now.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
on all social media platforms where we're there as Helpline Foundation.
yeah, you could sign up to be a mentor or something, like sign up. Those things are on the
Yes,
website,
yes,
right? Okay. That is really
yes, you
awesome.
can.
So, your kids like helping you out? I know you said you're a chef too, so you also cook and cater things, right?
Yes, I do.
What's your specialty?
I do a lot of African dishes.
Uh-huh.
I also do Chinese um, dishes for events. I have a small bucateria where we do all our cooking and out.
Cafeteria.
The kids help out when they are not in school. Yes, they
Right,
do.
yeah.
They think it's a lot of work and they don't understand why cooking, being a chef is a lot of work. They don't fancy it, but they get to help out when they are around.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. Your teenagers, my teenagers don't always like to follow or say they liked, what I'm doing, but I know later they'll appreciate my example because I've lived things that they admire and appreciate, and I know that will be passed down for them, you know,
Yeah.
even if they don't say it, but I bet it will.
Yes.
Yeah,
Eventually they'll get it and
yeah,
they'll appreciate it.
right. Well, you and your husband and family are just beautiful, and I'm really impressed
Thank
by
you.
Helpline. So, so what's the best way to connect? So can people Facebook message you? I know we gave your Instagram as well. Get on
Yes,
YouTube. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. You can connect with me at Funmi Ajara, and
Ajara.
you
Hmm.
can connect with me on Fun Bell Funmi Ajara,
Okay.
and the Instagram. Yes. And most importantly, I need you to connect with Helpline Foundation on Facebook
Oh,
at Helpline. Yes, at
okay.
Helpline Foundation,
Definitely.
Abuja.
Because you put posts out and that
Yes,
kind of thing. So that's great. I will definitely share that on my page.
yes, please.
And
If you visit our website, helplinefoundation.org.ng, you'll find the links to all the social media platforms. Please just connect, comment, just always like, even if you're not donating, please comment, just encourage us by just dropping comments. We'll be inspired and to do more.
right. I know I had a lot of your friends comment about you being on the Barriers and Breakthrough show, so I know you have a great support group there. Believe in all the things you guys are working
Yes.
together. Tell me one quick thing. I meant to clarify this at the beginning. So you are a UN delegate, is that correct?
I didn't hear you.
Are you a UN delegate?
Yes.
You are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So how often do you go to the UN?
Um, in the month of March is dedicated to women at the
CSW.
UN. So
Yes.
at Helpline Foundation, we try to make it a point of duty to have representation at the UNCSW because we
March.
intend to continue to advocate for women empowerment at the grassroots. We intend
Right.
to continue to advocate for social protection.
Right.
So it's a very expensive venture for us, but we believe that we have to do it for the sake of the women who don't have their own voices. We have to be their voice. So we make it a point of duty to always be at the UN to speak for these women, to let people who can make policies, people who can influence policies, to understand what these women are going through, the little we are doing to help them. Because we believe if they know the little we are doing to help, they will be inspired to use the huge resources that they have to help these women.
Sure. Yeah, because a little goes so far, like you've just explained to us. So I'm excited to help and contribute and have my kids encourage children as well to do well in school and go to school and learn on their own, And I'm hoping to be able to take part and support you and gather people that I know here to support you as well. We can keep connected to each other. So.
Thank you.
Okay. One other thing too is we post this to YouTube, and I will also take special highlights from our interview and repost them to Instagram. We have an Instagram page and Facebook as well.
Okay.
So people can get highlights and with your information on there if they haven't had time to listen to the whole interview. So, all right. Thank you. It's probably time for you to go to bed. And I really appreciate it, Funmi. I just felt something when I met you for the first time, and so I'm just so glad to know you. And I'm hoping we'll be able to come meet each other. Maybe us come visit you there in Nigeria. I would love to do that.
I will. I'm looking forward to having you. When we met, really special that we had going on. So I look forward to having you in Nigeria soon, really.
Awesome. And I'll have some of your awesome food. Can't wait for that too. I love food no matter where it's from. I'm a foodie. So anyway.
You'll definitely love them.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we will be in touch. I'll keep talking to you. We're friends on Facebook and I love to see your posts.
Yes.
So keep up your awesome work. God bless you. And I will also pray for you and for all the great work that you're doing. So thank you so much. We'll be in touch and tune in next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will be having my sister actually, Nancy James, works for a multimedia company. They do multimedia video editing, podcasts, live videoing, seminars. And she's going to be sharing some of their technology tricks for how to do that. And so I'm hoping you can tune in next Thursday. And also make sure to join us on YouTube. Check out all of our episodes on YouTube. You can see our past episodes, learn from all the great people that have been on there. So thank you so much for joining us. And we will be talking to you soon on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. I'm Rochelle Payne-Baum. And we will be learning more every week. See you later.